distinguished guests, we're all distinguished. I want to commend the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yesterday we had a high-level summit breakfast meeting. The meeting was high-level, it was good, but the breakfast was very low-level. Today, it looks like he has upped his act a bit. Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, we gathered this morning not to add another side event to a crowded summit calendar. We're here because Africa has reached a turning point we cannot afford to ignore. We're in an era where old assumptions no longer hold true. Supply chains are fractured, finance is cautious, technology outpaces our laws and regulations. The pious mantra of development cooperation has lost its flavor, and there are tectonic shifts in the global rules that shaped our world over the last 8 decades. We began this dialogue at the Health Sovereignty Summit in Accra. I gave it political voice at the United Nations General Assembly. We tested it in Davos, and today we're in Addis Ababa to move it into action. I want to recognize my colleagues in the Interim Presidential Council of the Accra Reset, leaders who have invested political capital in an idea that is still evolving and still demanding courage. I thank President Ruto, President Al-Sisi, President Tinubu, President Hichilema, President Tshisekedi, President Nyasimbe, and President Lula da Silva, and not the least, Prime Minister Mia Mottley. The acceptance to serve on the Council reminds us that leadership is often exercised before certainty arrives. Some have asked what the Accra Reset really means. Some imagine just another declaration. Others expect fiery speeches. Accra Reset is an architecture, a framework, and its partners align finance, health, trade, skills, and technology into a single direction of travel. Our frustrations have given way to determination, sparking breakthrough thinking that will change the calculus of international relations forever. Take, for example, global health. For too long, our health systems have been seen strain on our budgets. Through the Accra Reset, every finance minister now understands that health is the foundation of productivity and stability. I'm pleased to announce our high-level panel on reform of global health architecture, which is co-chaired by Professor Peter Piot, Honorable Budi Gunadi Sadikin, Chancellor Elhaj Asai, and Honorable Nisia Trinidade Liman. Reform will be grounded in knowledge of past failures while animated by future promise. On negotiating power, it is said that sovereignty depends on the people manning the gates. Technical work has begun on our Sovereign Negotiators Certification Program, cultivating a generation of deal makers who can navigate technology agreements, mineral contracts, and complex financing with confidence. On trade and mobility, through the African Continental Free Trade Hub and digital platforms, the League of Free Movement is taking on new meaning. Our global digital skills passport will ensure that the qualifications of young Africans are recognized across platforms and across the world. On global partnerships, the new Bandung spirit is gaining expression. Exchanges with South Korea, Singapore, India, and Indonesia are opening pathways for technological learning and digital trade. AI is becoming embedded in our industrial planning and governance systems. Excellencies, Africa's leaders have been asked to choose between ambition and realism. The Accra reset becomes realistic when institutions align, when partners listen, and execution becomes a shared choice. Ambition only becomes realistic when institutions align, when partners listen, and execution becomes a shared responsibility. This morning, therefore, is not a conclusion. It marks the beginning of a more disciplined phase in which ideas must prove themselves through delivery. We must commit to definitive decisions, one, on deal making, two, on health as a multiplier of wealth, on critical mineral supply in chain intelligence, on the repatriation of African sovereign foreign exchange reserves, and on digital skills passports. We've reflected enough in our meetings over the years, and it's time to commit. It's time to interlock our sovereign prosperity spheres. It is time to transform. This is the Addis reckoning. Thank you.
This is the journey to One Africa.